Good evening, everyone. So we got some interesting comments from Renault, a car maker from France, on their electric vehicle efforts, and also some interesting news regarding SpaceX and Rogers. So let's have a look. It's the article here from Reuters. Renault seeks software architecture on par with Tesla by 2026. The French car maker, like most automakers, has been living for months under the threat of regular and drastic price cuts from its US-based competitor in France. The list price of the Tesla Model 3 now starts at the same level as the Renault Megane Electric, around 42,000 euros. Though Renault CEO Luca De Meo acknowledged at a presentation that Tesla remains a challenge in the short term, he said his company will not engage in a price war on electric vehicles. But the most interesting part here is where they talk about the tech, so let's see what they say about that. A software-defined vehicle design will be at the heart of Renault's future electric vehicle entity, Ampere, the French automaker said. Developed with Alphabet Inc.'s Google and Qualcomm, it will considerably reduce complexity by allowing to have just 20 processors on board to run a car instead of the current required 100. This will also allow for updates to be made remotely without touching the hardware. Basically over-the-air updates that Tesla's had since 2012. This is similar with Tesla. In 2026, they are going to have the same approach. They have the same EV architecture approach, said Renault's chief digital officer, Frederick Vincent. In 2026, we will be at the level of Tesla in software-defined vehicles, Laboring added. I find these comments very revealing, as they're basically admitting that they're at least 3 years behind Tesla in terms of software, and it seems to suggest that they're going to catch up with them, and I think that implies that they view Tesla as static. Well, Tesla is at this point that we need to get to, but by 2026 Tesla is going to be in a new place with their technology. So yeah, they might catch up with Tesla right in 2023 standards, but where are they going to be in 2026? Tesla moves fast. By 2026, they may have fully autonomous vehicles with a robotaxi network and robots, humanoid robots assembling the cars in their assembly plants. This kind of highlights that how far they are behind. They're even admitting that they're at least 3 years behind, but in actual fact, it could be even more. But at least they're honest enough to admit that they're behind. And next, we have an article regarding SpaceX and Rogers in Canada. Thanks to Mom for sending me this article. So headline is Rogers partnering with SpaceX to offer satellite to phone coverage. So Rogers Communications Inc. has announced a partnership with Elon Musk's SpaceX Technologies Corp. to bring satellite to phone coverage across Canada. The companies will use SpaceX's Starlink low Earth orbit satellites and Rogers' national wireless spectrum for the technology, which they said would reach areas beyond the limits of traditional wireless networks. They plan to start with satellite coverage for SMS text and expand to voice and data, Rogers said. We've already successfully sent and received text messages to and from space, Chief Executive Tony Staffieri said during the meeting. These investments mean that Canadians will be connected everywhere from remote wilderness and national parks to rural highways, Staffieri said. Interesting for Canadians if this is successful. There's been many times when I've gone camping and you're off grid. There's no cell connection, which I always kind of enjoyed in a way. You really felt like you were out there when you didn't have cell connection, and kind of gave you that disconnect from day-to-day life. But obviously there's a lot of benefits to having connection everywhere, and this partnership may allow that to happen. So pretty cool to see from SpaceX and Rogers in Canada. So that's my evening video for tonight. My name is Evan Bertrand. This is the Evergreen channel. Subscribe if you like by clicking on the wheel. And if you like the video, give me a like, because that helps share the video with others. And thanks for watching.